So one of the comments on a prior video was, what were your startup costs for your shave ice business? So I've got notes because I don't know, I can't remember all this information, but so some of the boring stuff like business license, I believe it was $125, and then to renew every year is $75 a year to renew. That's what it costs us to renew. And then a permit from your health department, ours is $120 a year for that. And then there's also, you have to have a food handler's permit, so $25 or something. Insurance, so our insurance, we split it. We've got a gift shop, and then we have a little walk-up window for our shave ice business, and so we split the two, so it's $50 a month for both businesses, and it's actually just one business. We operate under one business license, so save there. Let's see, and then there's equipment costs. So shaver, we have Fujimarka shaver. So one shaver is about $1,500 shipped, or it was. Current prices, who knows what they are, but we actually didn't start with these shavers. We started with Tiger Sharks or Great Northern Polar Ice Cubs shavers, the $200 ones, and they work good. They just don't have the longevity that a $1,500 machine has. These are built better, and I'd probably just start with that if I were to start again. Start with better equipment. Freezer was $700. Ours is I want to say 16 cubic foot. We can hold about 120 half-gallon blocks of ice. So, and that's something to look at, is how much do I need? How much will I use a day? And then since then we bought two freezers, but two smaller freezers that hold about 40-50 blocks of ice each in our back room. But the first one was $700, so you probably just start with one, and then you can kind of gauge where you're at and what you need. We freeze our own ice blocks, and so we need more freezer space because it takes a few days to freeze them. Let's see, the next thing is a POS system, so a point of sale system and credit card processing. We use the same system that we used for our retail store, so QuickBooks Cash Register Plus bundle. It's actually a free level, and it does what we need, so why spend money or a monthly fee on that? And then we use the same credit card processing. We just have a second machine, which is cheaper than Square, where we already have a business that's processing cards. Square, I think you're right around 3% after you factor in the swipe fee and stuff, and I'm a little better than that with just a merchant service processor. So there's that, and then there's kitchen equipment that you need. So you need hand towels, cleaning supplies, measuring cups, pour bottles, ice molds, cleaning, all that. I said cleaning supplies twice, but I'd probably put $500 on that, with ice molds and pour bottles and caps and all that. They all cost money. And then supplies, and this is gonna be what you decide to go with. We went flower cups, they're a little bit more. So your supplies are your cups, your straws, napkins, sugar, flavors, the stuff that you need to make a shave ice. And there's also paper towels for washing your hands, gloves. There's so many things, but you just write down everything you need and make sure you have it before opening day. So I'd put $1,500 on that, because it depends on how much of the things you buy. Whenever I buy, I try to get the best price, and so I'll buy a little bit more to get a better deal, because in the long run you'll save money, right? Let's see, and then the last thing of your startup costs is the wild card. I think a location. You can do a building, a trailer, a truck, a tent, a cart. There's so many possibilities for that, so it's all over the place. I'm going to show you what my cost that's the only thing I have, so I can't really tell you what it's going to be, but I can tell you what I did and how much it cost me. So ours was about $1,500, because my brother, he was a big help to this, and he's a contractor and helped me build a lot of the stuff. And we've since added stuff, and that's what I would say is get open, get started, and then with the revenue you have, add more stuff. So ours was about $1,500. So I don't know if you looked at my other videos, it's kind of bright, but we have let's see, all this counter and stuff. We actually made our own 3-compartment sinks. I bought a kit off eBay back then. We made our own counter. It's just for mica, so we glued the laminate to an MDF sheet and then routed the edge there. My brother was a big help in doing all this for really cheap. We actually cut this window, so the window was not very much money if you do it all yourself, you know, $150 and stuff. But basically, here's our store, and this corner right here is our shave ice. And I kind of wanted it partitioned off so that it wasn't like too much noise and stuff for the gift shop. And then so we put this wall in there so that it's a walk-up window. My wife said you can't do the shave ice unless you can keep it outside so it's not getting stuff all sticky inside. So that's kind of what we did. So we have a walk-up window, and it wasn't very much because it was 7-8 years ago when we opened it, and supplies, materials were a lot cheaper back then. Now I don't know what it would be with everything, and we've since added stuff, and you know, like I added, like the first year we only had this side of flavors, and then you add some more over to the other side, you know, right up here, and then you just kind of add as to make it more efficient, you know. And you don't really know what is efficient until you start doing it. So I'd suggest just get started. But so the location price can be anywhere, you know. You have a monthly fee too. We actually just pay monthly rent for our store, so we don't have an additional monthly rent for this area. So it's kind of just it's been more of a benefit than anything, because it helps draw traffic to our business location too. But so the startup costs, I added them all up. It's about $6,000 was my startup cost. That's if I had started out with a good shaver to begin with, and about that in supplies. I don't remember, it's been so long, but that's probably what it would cost if I did everything the same type thing. Your big factor is your building costs and that thing. So and mine's pretty good because I don't have monthly fees. My utilities are included in my rent, and my rent is paid by my other business, a gift shop. So I really there's not rent really on this it's about 7 feet by 11 foot space, and it doesn't really affect my gift shop. If anything, it benefits it. So if you can do something like that and piggyback off of another business, then it's beneficial to you. But so I'm just gonna talk your ear off, but startup costs can be anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000, you know, or realistically, if you're trying to do it on the cheap, 5 to 20 if you do a trailer. Trailers are a little bit more, but it's a unique setup. You can go show up where the people are, you know, at events and stuff. I hope that answered your questions on startup costs. They're going to be different in any part of the U.S. or wherever you're at. It's going to be different prices and what route you decide to take, what you're going to sell out of and stuff. But this video is based on a comment on another video, so if you guys have any questions or want me to make another video about certain questions you have, just comment below and I'll try to answer them.